Are we on? Testes, testes. 1, 2, 3. Oh, there it is. Yay.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
Mm-hmm.
Turn my volume off. There we go. Oh, jeez. Hey, what just happened?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there we go. Well, here we are. Back on schedule. Back on schedule.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. I rode my scooter here today.
Oh, wow.
That was fun.
Yeah? What's that like in
Took
Omaha?
about 40 minutes.
It took you 40 minutes?
Yeah.
How long does it normally take you in your car?
About 20.
Why did it take you so much longer?
Because I speed in my truck, dude. I do like 60 down Sorensen Parkway usually.
Oh.
And I usually slice and dice through cars, and I usually take the 480 North Expressway from Sorensen to here, and it takes like less than a minute to do that. But on my scooter, I can really only get that thing up to about 45 on a flat. And downhill, I got it up to 60 the other day. And then uphill, it drops to like 30. So
you might need to step up your CVT game there, buddy. That's where all the power is at.
Yeah.
The transmission.
I could just lose some weight.
Or you could tune the transmission for you.
Okay. Yeah, we could do that too.
Yeah, losing weight would help, though. That's
would.
why I lost 65 pounds, is to make my scooter faster,
Nice.
to be honest with you. That was the only reason.
Dude.
That was the only reason.
Speaking of losing weight, I took David Olson to Black Elk Park yesterday.
Yeah?
That's the mountain bike trail I like to go to in Blair.
Mm-hmm.
And introduced him to that trail. He did really good.
That's pretty cool.
He'd never been there before. I don't think he did. I don't think he'd been.
Has he ever mountained a bike before?
Nope.
Oh, really?
Didn't sound like it.
He's only been on like bicycles built for twos and stuff.
Well, like bicycle trails and everything.
Oh, but not a bicycle built for two.
Built for two?
Yeah, like the 2 people bikes.
Oh, that'd be funny. But
yeah.
No, I don't think so.
My neighbor has one, and he rides it by himself sometimes. That's like the loneliest guy. Like, I wish I had somebody to ride this bike with.
Yeah, that'd be weird.
And that thing's heavy. It's like an older one, and it's made out of like solid steel bar.
Mm-hmm.
Not tubing, bar.
Mm-hmm.
That thing is a sled. I ain't kidding you.
No, it's good though. I really didn't feel that out of shape. We weren't going very fast though, so maybe that was why. But having not ridden in a while, basically, think about it. I think October, the last time I went out.
Yeah,
that's a while. And then it's supposed to rain tomorrow, so it's going to screw the trails all up again.
Yeah, I've been kind of off the wagon.
Me too. And then, well, I'm just thinking about this week, so I got to start working on the track starting tomorrow. I'm gonna do some painting and some cleaning tomorrow, and I'm gonna try to work on the crawler course a little bit tomorrow before it rains.
Is there club racing this weekend?
Yep. One more weekend. Okay. Yep. And then Saturday night we got. I'm gonna see if I can get some help to pull the pipe up, and I might even dig out the tractor wall tomorrow or Saturday. Dude, I went and priced wood for the new tractor wall. Holy crap, dude! It's still gonna be quite expensive to fix that, to redo it. But it's got to be done. It's falling apart. And it looks like crap. So.
Yeah.
Oh well. You're racing Saturday?
Planning on it at the moment.
Sweet. You gonna have a new car?
What, the new 2-wheel?
Yeah. Did they get those to the team drivers at all?
No.
No?
Not yet. I don't know.
Well,
Brent doesn't even have one yet. I emailed him today and was talking to him about it. And he was like, well, I like to have mine built, but I won't have it for another couple of days. So, yeah, nobody's got one.
Well, back when I was on TLR, I think we all got the 22s early when the version 1 22, the very original one. Mm-hmm. There was quite a few of us that got those about 2 weeks early before they were released to the stores. Yeah, maybe even earlier.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, But
So I
then
remember you drive, or I think you mean the original 22?
yeah.
Yeah, you let me drive yours on the outdoor track because the track was still outdoor when you got that,
Mm-hmm.
and you were like, "Don't break it." I'm like, all right, dude, because there's no parts for this.
Yeah. And then
I was like, I got you, homie.
I think after that we didn't get the cars earlier, and then when they released the short course truck, I know I got mine early. I don't know how many of the guys got theirs early.
Yeah,
But that happens every once in a while.
I kind of wonder if I'll have mine for INS or not.
I'm not
It's
changing
like-
a thing.
It's
I was
like,
thinking about that.
My car's so damn good right now.
Well, the store put 8 of them on order, direct from Associated, and then I'm sure we'll back order them at HRP as well.
Mm-hmm.
But I always do that from Associated direct, just so we get them as soon as they're released. They'll get shipped to us.
Mm-hmm.
But I honestly don't think I want one right now.
Yeah, I think you're gonna want those shocks at least.
Yeah, that's interesting.
The 13 mil shocks. You know how
Yeah.
you get that shock fade in the middle of a run?
Mhm.
Car starts getting kind of free. That's what I think is gonna get rid of. I think it's gonna get rid of that. Like your shocks kind of heat up and build pressure.
Yeah,
Your car doesn't get into the track as easy anymore.
I like the body.
Yeah, the body
The
looks rad.
stock body looks really good.
Yeah,
And
this body's cool.
You know,
Cutting her out.
yeah, that is pretty neat. I like you know, I'm running the B6 1 body right now.
Yeah.
I like it. I tried all 3 of them. That body to me on the car when I drive it feels the most comfortable out of all of them.
Do you have the F2 body?
I have the F2 body. I honestly didn't like it on my car. It felt
Really?
weird. I didn't like it. This gives like there's just a feel that I like, and out of all 3 of them, I put the F2, the 0.3 stock body on, and then this one on. I still like this one. I will say that I think I'm gonna get an S2 and get it painted up, and because it's got a taller cab, so I think it'll simulate what I like the most. And I haven't gotten one of those yet. And it's an older body, right? Isn't the S2 older?
Yeah. Well, the S2 and I think the S2 is actually newer than the F2.
Oh, well, the S2's got a taller.
Because the F2 is the finisher.
Yeah.
And it has that kind of stealth look. And that's kind of like when I think J Concept's body, that's kind of what I associate. Like, that's my, like, branding.
Yeah.
Like, look. Like, you know, it's like the grill of a Tesla with no holes in it.
Yeah. Well, like
Something
the
like
Illusion. The Illusion series was whenever I thought of J Concept's bodies, I always went to the Illusion.
Yeah. I just always liked on the B4. They had that stealth bomber look to the cab and everything. I like that look. Anyway.
Yeah. No, I know. Your car looks good. And
what? Sitting here?
No, just lately, like, because I'm always in front of it.
Yeah. Keep talking shit.
Sorry, I couldn't help it, dude. I was all set up.
Well, like, is it? And you're like, yeah, I finally beat you like 3 times in a row or whatever it was.
It was like 4.
Is it 4?
Yeah.
I don't think it's that many.
Yeah,
is it?
the 2 club race wins. The one where you and Jackson screwed it up, and then there was another one. Was it the week before that?
Yeah.
And then the last 2 races have been pretty good. We'll talk about them here in a little bit when we get past the Psycho Nitro Blast stuff. But
yeah,
we're so close. But honestly,
I had a faster lap
between Alex, you, and me.
It really doesn't matter.
We're really
how you
close.
Finished.
Yeah,
it really doesn't matter how you finished.
Really
I had a faster lap, so it doesn't
barely.
Matter. You know, it was faster. I kind of won anyway. You know.
Yeah. You know who I'm happy with is Emerson. Emerson did a 24.7, and we were. What was our fast lap? 24.2.
24.1.
24.1
actually.
So I mean, he's within 6/10.
Who's counting? Yeah.
Second week.
Hey, anyway, but you were like, yeah, I got 3 club race beat yous in a row. There aren't wins. I beat Wills. And I was like, yeah, but I had like 16 of them before this week. Well, and I've been working on making my car work with the front ellipse tire.
Yeah.
and I'm getting some stuff figured out.
You're getting close.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. Like I'm always it's just a club race. Like the way I look at club racing is that's when I try stuff.
Yeah.
Um.
Well, I've just been breaking in tires.
Yeah.
So I've got 2 really good sets of tires now for the summer series. I'm about to have a third because I'm gonna mount up a new set for this weekend too.
I'm the worst at tire wear.
And then Pro Tech race too.
I had a brand new set of tires and I burned them off.
Wow.
On Saturday. And I tried a stiffer insert. I was running stiffer inserts. I try to get my car to roll more, and just like learn how to drive it. And like the stiffer insert will make the tread wear out faster. That's one reason why I like punching up the foams and everything so much, because the foam kind of lets the tread, is a little more forgiving on the tread, and it lets it kind of settle into the track rather than hazing it off. And it is faster to run the foam a little stiffer. I just V-cut them this week, and I foam busted them for like 10 seconds, and that is it, just to relax the foam in there.
Sure.
And I'm finding that is actually, like, my car is more balanced with that. So it's like but it's faster that way without the holes, and just V-cutting them. It's harder to drive, but it's faster, and it's not as forgiving. And it's like I've been kind of just trying to make my car really loose and trying to drive it anyway. Like I just keep loosening my car up. Like I just keep shorter rear links, taller inner ball stud. I run the 75 mil arms on my car. I just keep try to make it turn more and more and more and more, and just try to drive around it. So like when I get to a track with no grip, it's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I mean,
and obviously, like I'm able to drive it pretty fast that way. It's like you aren't going to have an easy to drive 2-wheel anymore that's still going to win races.
Yeah.
And my car probably is easy to drive.
I made mine easier to drive with that. All I did this week was change. I started messing around with my my speed controller settings again, and I went to 32,000 drive frequency again, which I'd never driven that way.
Yeah, I shouldn't have told you to do that.
I mean, that made a pretty big difference. I mean, it was better.
Oh, yeah.
I figured out something with my brakes, too. Because I had my
like,
brakes all whacked out.
Well, and I started thinking about it, like, you and I are pretty old school, right? I mean, we both grew up with, this is your speed controller, and you run it. And you may have enough money for a pit wizard, but, or whatever. But, like, so I still don't, like my first thing to tune on isn't the speed controller. Like, what do I got to do to the chassis? But it's always electrical tuning.
Yeah.
But it's going to give you the biggest strides.
Well, you know what made me think about maybe messing with my speed controller settings again was because my 13.5 car, it's a just stock speed controller in that thing. And I haven't touched it. It's straight out of the box, and its brakes are perfect. I mean, it's obviously it's a 13.5, so it's a little different, but holy crap. I was like, how come I can't get my 2-wheel drive to drive like this? And so that's why I wanted to go back in. And I actually set most of the brake settings to default. And then I did
really?
Yeah, and then I did that thing with the drive frequency. And
I turned my drive frequency up on my truck a little bit when the grip came up. Because like the traction came up, so I was using more power, and my motor got hot, and I didn't change anything. Like my motor temperature started getting hot, so I turned my drive frequency up to 24K on my truck, and it made my motor cooler because it wasn't spinning it all over the place. So.
Well, so new associated car. So we got a whole bunch of them on order. I did that today, made sure that we got them at least, accounted for. So that'll be fun. I don't, like I said, I'm not sure if I'm going to get one right away. I might let my new car ride because I've only had this car for like a month.
Have you really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Huh.
I mean,
I don't know. I like say it like
March 5th was its first race.
Yeah. I guess the new shocks and everything though will fit on the newer vehicle or on the old vehicles.
Well, that's good.
So, I mean, and all the internals are the same, like, or not the piston, obviously,
Yeah.
but the shock shaft, the
Right.
gland cap, the shock like spacer, the bushings and the O-rings or the X-rings,
Mm-hmm.
all those are in the ends. Those are all the same. So
Yeah, I just bought $80 Kashima shocks.
You can put them on. You can put them on your B. Oh wait, yours isn't a B4.2, is it?
No, mine's 0.3.
No, B4.
B4?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe it already has good shocks on it though.
Yeah, is it the 12
They're not
mil
the
or they?
They're 12 mil. They're
Okay,
the
so you have a B4.2 then.
Yeah. Yep. They
Okay.
got the newer
You could
ones
put
on this.
Kashima shocks on that. So
That's true.
to dress it up. See, so that's the other thing I was gonna bring up. Like somebody's like, oh, but the shocks, why? Like these ones are working. We've been running the same shocks since the B4.2.
Right.
You know, like nothing's really I mean, stuff's been updated, but it's always been the same bore, same spring.
Look at my EB410 get through the whoops.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, my car, that EB4, I can be full punch through the whoops and it doesn't bother it at all.
Mm-hmm.
It's cool.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's safe to say we've gotten our money's worth out of 12 mil.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a little like, but I have so many pistons.
I know, me too.
Because I probably have I have a billion pistons.
I've got 3-hole pistons, tapered 3-hole pistons, untapered 3-hole pistons, half-weight 3-hole pistons, 4-hole pistons, pistons with 2 plus 1 little one in there that are tapered, non-tapered, half measurement. I mean, they're got a whole bin full of pistons. I
got blanks. What about the blanks?
Oh yeah,
blanks
the blanks.
Are worthless
Yeah,
now.
forget about the blanks.
I got no reason for blanks. I got what else do I got? I got
well, we're always shooting blanks. So.
3-hole, 4-hole, 5-hole.
Yeah.
2-hole, 1 hole bigger than the other, an extra hole. Which hole is extra? I don't know. There's a whole bunch of holes. I got all the holes.
All right. So there you go. We talked about the new B6 car.
Yeah. But like, hey, you know, I don't know. I'll probably keep my old car. I'll probably just keep it. But, you know, if you think about it though, if I do sell a car, you're going to get a lot of stuff with it.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I mean, who knows? I'm sure at some point somebody's going to be like, put the 12 mils on the front and the 13s on the back, and that's the ticket, you know. Yeah. Maybe it'll be a tuning option, 12 mil versus 13. I don't know.
I would hate to see Associated stuff turn into where you have to have 2 cars to make one.
Nah.
You know, I just hope we don't see that.
Nah. I don't know. It's just a thought. I have a feeling.
What's the deal with the new car being a layback?
It is?
Yeah. That's what it said.
It doesn't come with the laydown transmission? It doesn't come with either or, and they just built it with the layback for the D?
Hold on.
I guarantee it's just built that way for the D kit setup.
Okay, because when I was looking at the thing, it said layback, and I was like, layback? I mean, I guess. I mean, I think I ran all of last year with a layback transmission in it without knowing that I had a layback transmission in it.
Oh, really?
Pretty sure I did. I do stuff like that. Hang on.
Oh, Kyle Holmberg texted me and said hi. Hi, Kyle.
Hello, Kyle. Well, maybe not. I know maybe it comes with both. I hope it comes with both again, so we can.
I'm sure it comes with both.
Yeah. Well, did you keep up with the Psycho Nitro Blast?
As much as I could. I had to do yard work on Sunday. I have 10. Count them. 10 bags of leaves.
You do have a lot of trees in your backyard.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I had Sunday off, and my wife's birthday is today. She's 25 again. But she had yesterday off, and she had to work today. So we did some birthday stuff yesterday. So while we were out doing stuff, I had my phone and was kind of checking in to see how stuff was going. And then, of course, later at night, it was kind of fun. I kind of just had some time to myself. I rearranged my room a little bit, and I had YouTube going. I was watching, trying to watch everybody's mains that I could. Nick Nuthouse just gave us a $5 super chat. It says, nice work, Jackson. And that's because Jackson made both of his mains that he entered.
Mm-hmm.
Dane Gangler, I believe, made both of his mains too.
You hear on Sportsman?
He did.
Hell yeah.
Yep. And then John Haas, because I asked him, because I was like, I thought I saw where his race was, but not really. Said he got 6th in the D of 167. That's an E-Buggy. And I'm pretty sure he ran Sportsman. And then he finished in the D of 40 plus as well. And then I didn't see where Dustin finished, and I texted him to find out, and he hasn't gotten back to me yet. And I didn't want to sit here and fiddle with the entire results while we were on the air. So if he gets back to me soon enough, we'll give him a shout out.
Mm-hmm.
But Dustin Hosick went, John Haas went, Dan Gangler went, and Jackson Anderson went as a group.
Mm-hmm.
I saw Chris Morant, one of our Techno Series racers, was there. I think he raced the pro class this time. That's what it sounded like.
Yeah, he did.
He was racing an open
and
intermediate for a while, and then he's like, all right, he's got that new, is it the WRC car?
Uh-huh.
And
those are Italian cars, aren't they?
Italian. I don't know.
Grazie. I think they are.
But so Jackson's race was last, race number 70.
Mm-hmm.
So I was up pretty late.
I was in bed. I couldn't. I have to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning. You see.
Yeah. No, that's true. I do not. So I watched it. I watched both of his mains, and Jackson got clobbered, like absolutely clobbered by some of these guys. It was rough. Like if you weren't the first 2 cars, maybe. I mean, it was just, they all just scattered and were just running into each other.
Yeah.
And then I'm pretty sure he took his Joker laps kind of late.
Mm-hmm.
So for a little while there, he was like dead last after the first lap. And I'm like, what is going on? And then I saw soon after that, a couple laps in, I think he took his Joker and got back up to 7th. And then I saw he moved up to 6th. He had a shot to catch 5th. And he was only really 5 seconds out of 4th.
Mm-hmm.
To get that podium, because I took the top 5 to the trailer.
Yeah.
And I think he was in 5th and then just had a weird accident where the track broke. So they had this lane that was a squiggly lane on the very far left side, and the track broke, and they just left it. And so guys were jumping it, and he crashed there. And still ended up 6th, though, so that's 1 spot better than where he qualified.
Mm-hmm.
And, I mean, look at the names in here. Logan Wendling, Alex Vaughn, Braden Billington, Gary Stute. I mean, those are all pretty fast dudes that I've seen at other races,
Yeah. Was Austin Horn running intermediate?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's a fast guy.
Yeah. The Sportsman E-Buggy saw Dane Gangler get 5th. He made it onto the podium, got to get his picture taken. He was up there with the big metal trophy.
Mm-hmm.
And Kyle Quast went and raced Sportsman as well and finished 4th, right ahead of him.
Yeah.
Thought that's pretty awesome. Those guys having fun. Corey Heft was your TQ. Corey's come down for Techno Series a whole bunch. He used to have hefty cells. Remember those?
Yes.
It was more of an oval-oriented battery cell, but or on-road, I guess. More oval, but on-road too. Anyways, poor Corey. he bounced off one of the very first corners, and just like previous races, it just got annihilated.
Really?
After that, I felt
That's
so
too bad.
bad because he bounced off the pipe, and then all these cars just came and just freight trained him, just ran him over. And then an E-Truggy, was it Sportsman Truggy? Sportsman Nitro Truggy had Dane Gangler. He finished 9th. And he qualified 9th. So that was that. Kyle Quast was in that as well. Ended up 15th. They had 18 in the main. I mean, it's a huge track like they had, That did not seem to be much of a problem at all. And then, they kept saying Chris Nunez. And I was like, Chris Nunez is there? And then I was like, no way. Because this Chris Nunes is actually how you pronounce his last name. Just destroyed everybody. And I was like, wow, Chris is doing pretty awesome down there. And then I realized it wasn't our Chris Nunez. It was very similar, but not really for names. Oh, Lucas Baker. I can't forget about Luke Baker.
Oh, yeah.
Dude,
was there.
He got 6th in Truggy. And then in, is it Sportsman Nitro Buggy A main?
Mm-hmm.
Where is it at? No, that's intermediate. Get out of here. Gosh darn it. Yeah, he finished 3rd. It's freaking sick, dude. That was so awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I was like screaming at the TV. I'm like, come on, get up there. Let's go. Emerson texted me. He's like, shut up down there.
That's funny.
Hey, give me one. Give me 1
sec here.
You dremeling your body?
In my wing.
Oh, okay.
That was going to bother me if I couldn't just do it.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Alex.
Yo.
Are you going to officially start the show?
Did we not officially start the show yet?
No.
Oh. Okay, well, give me a second. I'll wrap this up and then we'll officially start the show. How's that?
Let's start the show.
Sorry, I don't know if I like riding my scooter down here. I've been not flustered by it, but like my hair was all frizzy and everything else. So anyways, so there you go. So those are most of our guys. Like I said, I feel really kind of bad. I didn't know where Dustin finished, but he didn't really seem to care that much. I did see him on TV. Everybody,
Who?
I saw Dustin and John were on Live RC stream quite a bit.
Nice.
Just kind
of. Were they
out.
double pitting Jackson's car together?
I think somebody was pitting for Dane. I think I saw John maybe pitting for Dane, and then maybe Luke Baker too. I thought Luke Baker might have had one of their help.
Yeah.
So. And then, dude, Mason Fuller. God, he had a good weekend.
Mm-hmm. Win an e-buggy.
He won e-buggy, and dude, it wasn't even close in e-buggy. I mean, it looked closer at the end. I think Tyler Jones got within maybe 5 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
But
that's still a lot of time on that.
It actually wasn't really that close. And then the Nitro buggy. Where's that at? Pro Nitro buggy A main. I believe he finished 5th. So he still got up there. Mayfield took that one. He broke the Dakota streak because Dakota had 3 in a row there. He had the Nats buggy and Truggy, and then he won Truggy, and I was like, oh, here we go. And then he ended up getting the win there in Nitro buggy.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the Nitro Truggy, Pro Nitro Truggy A main, Mason got 3rd. So,
yeah.
That's a good pay.
That's pretty awesome.
And that's a pretty good payday.
Yeah.
I mean, full disclosure, the top guys get contingency money. So it's not like a lot of these guys actually get paid by the week like regular people do. Only a handful of them maybe, but the real money comes from these bigger races and winning, and then if you use certain products, you get extra on top of that. So that's a pretty good payday for Mason and all those guys. So it's pretty sweet. Hey, did you know that this is the Hobbyplex show? Apparently
Really?
I didn't start the show. Oh, man. This is the Hobbyplex show. I'd like to welcome you to it. We've been talking about all the stuff related to our Hobbytown Hobbyplex in Omaha, Nebraska. I'm Alex Sturgeon, manager and race director of the Hobbytown Hobbyplex, and with me as always,
Will Brenton.
And he's racer extraordinaire.
I'm all right.
Team associated driver, always there. Sort of guy. This show's brought to you by Pivot Lending Group. You can find them at pivotlending.com. And if you mention our show to Don Zoller or Aiden Olson's dad, a.k.a. David Olson, and you go through with a home loan or refinance, you get a $500 lender credit or 0.125 off your interest rate. So Brian says, did you update the racetrack? I don't know which racetrack you're talking about. So I know
Brian who?
the dirt track doesn't need updating because we're going to make a big change starting Saturday night. And the carpet track, Emerson builds it for the Tuesday night racing. So he's actually there. It's 7:05, so he's probably heading down there right now to mess with it. So we'll see what he comes up with when I go pick him up. He's going to ride on the back of the scooter home with me.
Let's go, man.
Let's go, man.
Let's go. Warm.
Oh, it's so warm. Okay. So we got that out of the way. I apologize for not starting the show in our traditional style.
That's
And,
okay. That's just a long cold open.
Yeah, it's cold open. And I wanted to talk about Cycler Nitro Blast because it was cool to see, that group going from Omaha. And before we get into our results, I just want to talk about our schedule coming up. So once again, we've got this Friday, Family Friday Offroad as normal. We have Saturday Speed Offroad as normal. And then Saturday night when we're done, we're going to start tearing up the track and get it ready for the Pro Tech race. And then after the Pro Tech race, you, me, Tommy, and Emerson will all be jumping in a truck, Thursday morning, I think, and driving 18 hours to Washington, D.C. area so that we can go race RC cars.
Yeah.
Got your tires ready?
Yeah, you see that?
Did you find greens?
Look at Dasha.
Did you get greens?
She's sleeping on my
the
bag.
dog. Oh, okay.
Yeah. I couldn't flip my phone
I
around.
couldn't tell what that was. I thought it was like bags of parts.
No.
My
sleeping on my
cat
on
does
my
that. Dude, Finny
backpack
does that to my back.
baby.
If I leave my backpack downstairs, it'll be covered in cat hair the following week.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Oh yeah.
Did you find greens at all?
Truck greens?
No, green ellipses, two-wheel drive.
Oh, yeah, they're on their way.
Oh, really? All right, I need to
Yep.
get mine in. I need to do that today.
Yep, they're ordered, or they're should have shipped today, I think.
Mm.
Well, I lost my debit card, right?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Well, like last Saturday, I was like, I can't find my debit card. That's weird. And so I canceled my card, and no charges were made to it. I'm looking for my stickers. They're there. Okay, so there hadn't been any charges on it, so I made an order. I'm like, no big deal order. And so I get a notification that the label had been printed, but it was like all weekend into Monday. Like still no shipping notification. And I was like, that's weird. And I was like, oh wait, my card linked to the account isn't there anymore.
Yep.
So I emailed in and should be on our way today.
That used to happen to me all the time at Losi. Like I'd lose my wallet at least once a year, and I'd have to, and I'd send an order in to Losi, and the next thing I know, I got they're like calling me, going, "Hey man, your card doesn't work." I'm like, "What are you talking about? It doesn't work?" And then I'd remember, "Oh crap!"
Jeez.
At least once a year, I would have to do that.
So I just used my PayPal. I still don't have a card yet. You have to order it at my bank, and
I think I'm gonna
mail it to you.
I think I'm gonna pay for our race entries via PayPal.
Yeah.
And I can use my PayPal credit, and I won't have to pay for it for 6 months.
Oh, hey, do I have any internet money?
Yeah, I was gonna talk to you about that.
Oh, did you spend it all?
No, I haven't spent it yet, but I was thinking about the hotel.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
We need to cover that.
I thought Tommy's doing that.
It is, but we're it's gonna be about $300 between the three of us.
How is that possible? I thought he said it was like $10 a night or something.
Well, it's 300 divided by 3, so it'd be what, $100 a piece?
Oh,
something like that.
How many nights are we staying for?
Yes.
Oh, okay, that's not so bad.
That's about right. So.
Well, all right.
Still way cheaper than going by ourselves.
Yeah. It still beats having 10 people in a room like we did that one time at the Reedy race.
Yeah. That wasn't very fun.
That was so terrible. It was the worst.
I like my privacy
Yeah.
I like
You know
my
what I'm saying?
privacy more than I like cheap hotels, I guess.
Yeah.
I also like being able to drive.
Yeah.
That's one thing that I think is going to suck is I don't like being a passenger very much when
Oh, really?
when we're going somewhere. Like I would have liked to have gone a day early and like gone to Washington D.C. It's right
Yeah.
there. I mean, it's literally right there.
Yeah. I've been there.
So
It's all right.
yeah. All right. Before we get to our our own race results here from Saturday, somebody just asked something. I normally don't do this. I usually wait to the end, but if I left my batteries plugged into the car and they won't charge, are they done for? Usually, yes. There's a way to bring them back, but the best thing to do would be bring them into the store, and we can try. And then It's a Traxxas thinking about changing the plug so the batteries aren't so expensive. Well, you don't have to use Traxxas batteries. You do have to use Traxxas. If you use Traxxas batteries, you have to use a Traxxas charger. But you don't have to use Traxxas batteries to run Traxxas cars. They just have to have a Traxxas plug on them. So, like we sell a Common Sense battery, and it's got a Traxxas adapter on it.
Common Sense. I haven't heard that name in so long.
Common Sense. Those
Well,
batteries have been really good. They
battery
kind of took over where Venom kind of left off, but
Yeah.
very few
I
puffy
remember
problems.
when those were the Cat's Meow back in the day.
They still are.
Yeah.
They still are.
They've been around for a long time.
Yeah, and they
must be like 20 years now.
and good margins, good products. That's why I like them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they treat their hobby stores well.
No frills batteries. No,
Yeah.
Just what you need.
All right. Well, we had a pretty good weekend again. I think not as much as last week, but that's fine. Still 60-something. I mean, that's where we need to be for club racing. You know?
Oh, it was a perfect day.
It was a pretty good day. We still got home in time. I still haven't watched Supercross race. I'm going to do that tonight when I get home. I figured I already missed half. It was Triple Crown, so I already missed some of it, so I was going to watch it all at once.
Yeah,
Since
I watched the
can do that now.
NASCAR race last night. No, Saturday night.
Oh.
And the only reason why I watched it is because we play NASCAR at work now.
Oh.
Like it's just like a betting thing. We all put $5 in, and then you draw cards for your card number, and it's like there's 10 of us, so we draw 3 times for the top 30 cars, and like you get like 1 out of each 10 in your group, your draw or whatever.
Yeah.
And the winner wins $50. And I've yet to win.
I got to watch some of the IndyCar race. That was interesting. It was at Long Beach. Don't know anything about it anymore, though.
It's weird.
So couldn't really tell you much about it.
Mm-hmm.
Big shout out to the Family Friday Offroad Racers, too, by the way. There was 55 entries on Friday. And
oh, really?
There were 20 stock buggies on Friday. And there were 20 four-wheel drive buggies on Friday. So we had almost 20 Plex Speckers, almost 20, like 19 stock buggies, and then like 18 or 19 four-wheel drives.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a heck of a night, and some mini truggies. So we had close to 60 entries on Friday as well.
Does that sticker look good there? Like right over the Reedy one?
Yeah.
And then I'm going to put the J Concepts one there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that'll
Okay.
look really good. I like how Kenny darkened up the black around your flame a little bit.
Yeah. Well, is it darker?
Sticks out more.
Is it darker?
No, maybe not. Maybe I just noticed it. Oh, yeah, it's definitely darker.
Yeah, he did
Or
put some
thicker.
fades in there.
Or it's like thicker. I
Yeah.
guess.
It looks good.
Yeah, I like it. So quick shout out to Friday. Just Drew Rubin King came and ran. He was the lone mod buggy, so he officially won mod buggy on Friday. But Tyler Canine, TJ Williams, Nick Pavel, that was your top 3 in stock, and then you had Diego, Trevor Moss, Roger Nemec, Connor Hausch, Anthony Santee was there. Anthony hasn't raced since outdoor. I think it's 2009, 10, something like that.
Hell yeah.
Kevin Blowers, Chad Rubin King. Chad Rubin King got kind of hosed. So I think
Diego's racing 2 nights in a row. That's
yeah.
commitment.
Well, dude, he's going to Virginia as well.
He is?
Yep.
Hell yeah, look at that. It looks so good.
Yeah, that does look really good.
That's so sick, bro.
That's
Anyway,
so sick, bro. Plex Spec.
he's going to
He's going to
Virginia
INS.
too?
Yep.
Really? Who's he
racing
going with?
Independent Buggy. His dad.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, they were planning on it before we were planning on it.
That's pretty badass.
Yeah. Roger Nemec won Plex Spec on Friday night. Chris Kinzer was running a max. It's pretty fun to watch. Alex Eichler probably should have won. I think this was the race where he probably should have won Friday, but he didn't. But he probably should have. And then Roger A, Isabella McMullen, Eric Jarman, one of our Patreon members actually, and that was his first Friday coming and racing. And then Connor Mathis and Levi Adkins. And then 13.5 was Chad Rubin King, Nick Pavel, Tyler Kanine, top 3. Trevor Moss, Steve Wall, Dave Kaziski, Connor Hausch, Josh McMullen, TJ Williams. So pretty good night of racing on Friday. Just wanted to get that in there because if we can keep getting 20 cars in each class on Friday, that's like perfect. You know? And we were done at a reasonable time. I mean, it was...
I left at 8 o'clock exactly. Like, there's nothing wrong with that.
No, I'm talking about Friday.
Oh, Friday? Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
Well, I guess Friday it said 11:51, but I don't think that's right. I think I forgot to hit the stop button. So about 11:40ish, somewhere in there. So I did run a little late, but what are you gonna do? There was 60 entries.
Yeah.
Okay, Saturday speed, 63 entries, and my phone's about to die. So we had lower mains in independent buggy, 13.5 buggy, and we had a C main in independent stock buggy. Again, almost 20 something. Thought that was pretty awesome. Plex Spec was a pretty good turnout. And how about Alex Eichler? I believe, correct me if I'm wrong if Steve's on here, but I believe this is Alex Eichler's first Plex Spec win. I think.
Wow.
I'm trying to remember if he's won previously, but maybe if there's like 2 or 3 cars, maybe, but with a full field, I'm pretty sure that this is the first win for him.
Nice.
Ryan Nemec was right there with him. He was your TQ, got second. Emily Bagley finished third. Lily Kaziski was fourth. She was the lone short course truck on Saturday. Jamison Conrad was fifth. Chloe Dorsch, her first time. This is TJ's sister. So she ran and finished sixth, and then Steve Eichler was seventh. So, and confirmation, it was his first A-Main win in Plex Spec.
These stickers look straight. I think they do.
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay. I'm like the worst at sticker placement.
I always run out. That's why I don't get
Not me.
Whatever. That's why I don't get new bodies because I'm always out of stickers. I'm always like, oh man.
These are from Boom RC Designs.
Yep, the best. Will, you took the 13.5 win, TQ and win.
Yep.
And it looks like you hot lapped the race. Truck's looking good.
I need to look at my overall run still from week to week to see, because I think the track head was actually better last Saturday.
Yeah, it was faster.
So it'd be interesting to see if I went faster.
Because our times in two-wheel mod for placement in the A were slower than last week's.
Yeah,
and I didn't wreck at all in both qualifiers.
Yeah, I had like 3 crashes in the first one. But what I'm wondering though, is if that's the case, then I got a race truck over here.
No doubt. Brian Burnt got second. He's your 2-time 13.5 champ, isn't he? 2-time now?
Something like that.
I think that's right. Chance Rolk was third. Andrew Thomas qualified third and finished fourth. TJ Williams is fifth. Darren Ryder raced, and he got faster throughout the day. He finished right behind TJ at the end. And then Connor Hausch was right there. All those guys got 13 laps to your 15. You're smoking them.
Oh yeah. How many did Brian get? You have
14.
15?
You got 14. 13.5 four-wheel drive. So I tried really hard not to win this race. I think I crashed like 3 times. And just kind of, I was glad I didn't break my car. So.
Did you put another aluminum axle in your car?
Well, that's one thing I got to fix tonight when I get home. I'm going to put the steel axle on the other side.
Oh, you just had one aluminum, one steel?
Yeah, because I didn't have time to fix it.
Oh.
So I just was
all
right.
I mean, it worked out.
Yeah.
Hey, it worked out for you.
It's fine. At least I found out now instead of when it really matters for the for that break.
I like the lines on this body. Like, look at that. Like, it has this thingy, like, for the thing, to put airs. I don't know. I'm going to try it. Like, I don't know which body I'm going to like more, the F2 or this one.
Got to run them back to back.
It's a plan. So I'm doing Saturday is body testing. Yeah, I'm going to spend probably at least 4 hours in the wind tunnel, and then we'll go to the track.
Chance Roll got second.
Is this thing on?
I was laughing. Chance Roll got second. TJ Williams was third from fifth, so he had a good finish. In fact, I believe Chance and TJ were up there battling for the lead while I was trying to get back to him. Connor Hausch, good finish there, got fourth. Trevor Moss was fifth. Corey Tannehill, Andrew Thomas, Ronnie Went, Dave Kaziski, and Dalton Conrad rounds out the rest in 13.5. I'm feeling pretty confident with my 13.5, dude.
It looks good. Like, it looks tough out there,
Mm-hmm.
Like, it doesn't look like you're struggling to get it around.
Oh, it's got plenty of steering. Like I said, the speed controller brake setup is really good. It's fast. It's super fast. And it didn't fade this week, too. I was really happy about that. It did not fade. So those ceramic bearings I put a ceramic bearing kit in it.
Mm-hmm.
That's something I said I would never do, and I ended up doing it anyways.
When, like, with my truck, I had Darren Ryder tune my motor for me on his analyzer, and it made a pretty big difference. He got the timing right and did some stuff, and it went faster.
I tuned
all
three.
Real thing.
I tuned all 3 13.5 motors that I own.
Do you have an analyzer?
I sometimes do.
What does that mean?
That means I have access to an analyzer.
Oh.
And so anyways, so the motor that's in my car and the other motor that I have, it's a Motive motor. They're almost identical. The Motive motor was like 500 RPM lower. So I just left the Hobby Wing one in my car, but I figure if I blow this one up, I got a really good backup. And then the other one I had, I'm never going to use. I should probably just sell it. So I think I'm going to put the Motive motor.
What motor is it?
It's an Orca.
Oh, can I have it?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Okay.
But the other motor, that Motive motor that I got, I'm just going to put that in Emerson's truck. So we'll have 2 hot rods, hopefully.
Yeah. I heard about, like, guys, they, like, take and, like, unsolder the board or something in their motor, and they get the pickups, like, exactly the same somehow. I don't know. It sounds like some old Motor Wars stuff from the 90s.
Yeah.
But maybe it's a real thing. They get the numbers on the analyzer exactly the same. But I don't know. That'd be cool if I learned how to do it. We have Billy Bad Boy Brenton's honest motor tuning. Honest old fashioned motor tuning.
Honest old fashioned motor. That'd be
like
a good name.
Grandpa used to tune. Yeah.
Will Brenton's Honest Motors.
Mm-hmm. It's like a picture of me on the label. Like, yeah. Like, remember Dave's RC products?
Yeah.
Like the picture of Dave on the header card. That's the picture I want. It's like, because I have a beard. I'm like Dave's RC products guy with square glasses and a hat. Do you remember what I'm talking about?
I believe so. Did he have a hat? He didn't have a hat.
No, he didn't have a hat. I have a hat.
Oh, you have a hat. Okay.
It'd be like Dave's RC products guy with a hat.
Yeah.
But like
do it.
Aussie, like I remember Aussie sold, or like at the store I worked at, we had banana lube
and body clips, right?
And body clip washers.
Or was that Buds?
And no, we had banana lube and the washers for bodies, like Dave's RC Products body washers,
Yeah.
and then one of those transponder mounts that you'd like servo tape
Oh.
it to your servo,
Yes.
and then it would hang out the side of the car or
Yep.
something.
Dude, banana lube was the shit back in the day.
Yeah.
I used it. All right. Independent buggy. Boy, we had a C-main and independent buggy. And then how about the kids, dude? Diego first, TJ second, Andrew. Actually, TJ won, Diego second, Andrew third. So those kids. We were missing Bender. He would have been up there. If he raced independent buggy, I should say.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have a feeling pretty soon that's going to be, who's that other kid? Well, Bender was the third one, so Diego now is in there. And then it won't be too long before Alex Eichler is in that group.
Andrew Thomas?
Andrew Thomas is one of those three, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So. And poor Gooch, Darren was just kind of hanging in there. His car got way faster throughout the day.
Yeah, he was working on his stuff.
Once we got him geared up correctly. He was way under geared in his two-wheel drive.
Yeah. He was like, I don't even temp my motors, man. I just run them, and I heard them saying they're running 31s, and I got 24 on this thing.
Yeah.
And Gooch sounds like exactly like the Slinky dog from Toy Story.
From Toy Story.
Yeah. I love it. Or Ernest, same voice.
Yeah. Dalton Conrad was fourth. Oh, here's another one. That's another one. I knew there was one more. Dalton Conrad. You can start throwing him in that group too. He's getting fast.
Yeah. Another one.
Trevor Moss, Corey Tannehill, Jake Conrad, Connor Hausch, Rod Case, and Kevin Blowers finished out the independent buggy main. Then two-wheel drive. Man. You had Vanderbeek getting the win, and he tried to not win this race a little bit too. And then it was me, you, Chance Rolk, Brian Burnt, Mitchell Pavel, and Emerson broke out, but he was racing with Brian Burnt back there for fifth. And it was extremely close. I think Alex wrecked on the very first lap. And I got around him. And then you dropped a dime on me after the whoops. And then because Alex was right there, I had to kind of give both those spots up. And then I got back around you guys after I think Alex ran into you in the corner at the end of the straightaway.
I was like trying not to blow that corner like I did last week.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like just like high and tight around that off camber. And I don't think he was ready for me to go that slow.
Yeah.
And just doinked me. And it is what it is.
I saw that.
It's just like it was like the perfect like wedge up underneath my wing to where I couldn't go again.
I saw it and I went right around you guys and I was like, well, see ya. And then I led for a while. And then
I told Alex Vanderbeek that was like exactly like an old Hobby Haven race. Or not Hobby Haven, Blue Groove. Yeah, it was exactly like an old Blue Groove race. That same thing happened. Him and I was leading, and I'm trying to hold him off because he just puts so much pressure on you. He is so good at that.
Yeah.
And I told him, it's like, dude, can I practice with you just driving behind me?
Yeah.
For like an hour so I can breathe when somebody does that to me.
We were killing it, dude. Up front, it was kind of like with both Cole and Nate Sutherland in 13.5 the last couple of weeks. I was like, all right, I'm in front, but they're going to have to like really work to get around me, you know? And he followed me, and was putting all sorts of pressure on me. I was trying to figure out if I could gap him anywhere. I was like, anywhere I can gap him. And there really wasn't much. There was one lap I remember I nailed everything perfect, and I got like maybe a couple tenths on him. But then he reeled me right back in. And then the same place where I passed you last week, in the exact same way he passed me. I blew the corner. It's off camber, so my car just went a little. It just skated right off of that corner, and he got right underneath me. And then after that, it was over.
Yeah.
So,
like one time, Jason Rona gave me some coaching. He was like, you have to remember they have to pass you.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you're in control, you're in control. They have to pass you. And I
Uh-oh. I wonder if his phone went dead.
Quite possibly.
My phone's about dead. My phone's at like 2%. 4%.
Let's see.
Well,
I hope he's going to dial back in.
he will. He'll dial back
I
in.
think he's coming in.
He's coming back in. We'll figure out what happened. In the meantime, we had a mixed bag truck class.
my phone crashed.
Oh. I was going to say it had to be
Oh.
your phone. I'm like, my phone's at like 4%, so I figured maybe yours was.
No, mine has good. What are we like?
Are you gonna?
You got to flip it. You're sideways.
Oh. Am I?
You're magically sideways.
You're
you go.
sideways on mine.
Nope. There you go.
What the heck? Does it work like that?
No.
No,
Is
no,
it
you're
that
sideways the
upside
other
down?
way. Yep, right there.
Huh. Okay.
Oh, well.
It's just gonna crash again.
Now we'll see. All right, pick up where you left off because I want to hear what you had to say.
Oh, well, anyway, Jason told me he's like, they have to pass you. Like you're in control of the race. You know.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, that's good. Yeah. So I was like thinking about that, like during the race.
Yeah. There's been times where I've led and clearly been slower, but was able to hold people off. Like a couple weeks ago, Nate was clearly faster than me at the end of the race, but I was able to hold him off
Mm-hmm.
because I just held my tight lines and made sure I didn't get clobbered either. There's a little bit of racecraft to that. Here's what I was thinking about this race today. I was thinking about how we were going to talk about mod two-wheel drive. I don't want to toot our own horns too much, but my hope is, especially the last couple weeks, my hope is that the club racing, that they're watching us, right? I hope that these guys are watching us race because we've been able to race without clobbering each other.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like when you made that pass on me coming out of the whoops. Like I knew you got me. I was like, okay, well, you got me. So I had to let you get in front of me. Otherwise, if I had gunned it right there, I would have taken you and Alex out.
Mm-hmm.
And possibly whoever was even behind us.
Yeah.
So there's a little bit of racecraft to that. I knew I had been gotten right there, so I let you go. And then because Alex was there, I had to let him go too. But I got back in line, and a lap and a half later, I was leading again. So there's you don't always have to just jam it in there every single time, you know?
Right. Yeah. Like we ran 6 minutes, nose to tail, nearly the entire time, with hardly any mistakes.
Yeah, especially this week. This week
And
for
they were-
sure. Aw. Man. Oh, well. Well. Yeah. Well. That's weird. His stuff has never crashed before.
That's a whole new issue.
You know, I did notice that my phone updated, and now I got a bunch of crap. Like Facebook's terrible on my phone now from this latest update.
Really?
Yeah. That's why I don't really like updating phones very much. It's annoying. You know?
Oh, yeah. Margie's she's the exact same way. She hates to update her phone.
Yeah, because if something's working right, I don't want to get it all screwed up and everything. So, oh well. Well, I mean, we did get to talk about the Psycho Nitro Blast like I wanted to.
Yeah.
And the new associated car, and we got through all of our results. So, clearly, I'm not an engineer, so I have no idea how to fix anything here when it comes to this stuff. You know what's funny about that though is like sometimes I can figure it out. Like our sound at the Plex and stuff.
Sure.
I can figure all that out. Man, my phone's blowing up. I think somebody's dropping a bunch of pictures. Anyways. Well, I don't know. It's here I am again. I'm just by myself, just hanging out with you guys. There's a couple comments here. Let's go over some comments while we're waiting to see what's going on. Steve RC was like, so Scooter, get patience. I don't know. I guess I have to be really patient with my, running the scooter here. Like I have to go home now in the dark, which I didn't think about until afterwards. And I'm wearing shorts. Right. So that'll be fun. I mean, my bike's got lights on it. It's street legal. I just have to be careful. That's all.
By the time, there's a pretty good possibility by the time you get down, the sun will still be out. You'll catch about. Yeah.
And I think I'm going to go the back way. So I think I'm going to take 13th Street over to whatever street that is over there.
Oh, yeah.
And then go up to 16th and then get on that street that goes all the way over to the interstate.
Oh, you're going to take the interstate?
No, I'm not going to take the interstate, but I'm going to ride along. I'm going to ride along that road that goes right along the Missouri River.
Yeah. Oh, I think you might be back.
So, Steve RC was watching After Hours from last year, and I was building my B63 for. That was a good show. That's one of the After Hours shows that's actually gotten a lot of views. There's been like 500 or 600 views on that one. So
I think my phone was just getting too hot.
Oh.
And we'll try that.
Okay. Well,
we'll try.
We'll try to get through it quickly, and if not, it's good. We talked about all the stuff we wanted to talk about.
Yeah, but no, like go back to what we were talking about though, like for the newer people to be able to see. I mean, I would consider as some of the best regional drivers. Alex is the national level driver
for sure.
He makes A mains at the Reedy race, Roar Nats, all the stuff. He's easily like a national level contender for for stuff. So yeah, I mean, I'd consider you and I like some of the fastest regional drivers are up there with the regionals drivers.
That's why I'm not too hyped up about getting this new car, because my car is working really good.
Yeah.
But I just feel like especially the last 2 weeks, it's been really good, and that's how club racing. It shouldn't matter if we did run into each other, but I guess I
was up there laughing.
But I guess it was it's better when you have races like that.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, just hope we set an example.
Yeah, take notes.
Oh, so okay, and then there was a mixed buggy truck class. Let's get to that real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, it's still on my phone. Oh shoot, I shut it off. Gosh darn it! I wonder if I can remember. So we had Diego Quintana running a Pro 4 truck. We had Ben Seidlich running a 4-wheel drive, nice mini truggy. Who else was running a mini truggy? Oh, who was the other guy? Oh, I can't remember now.
Mm.
Oh my gosh, I suck. This show just went off the rails.
Sorry.
It's not your fault.
Yeah.
liverc.com. There we go. That's fine. The edited version always gets cleaned up anyways.
Yeah.
I just, try to make less work for Richard.
Yeah.
So Gretchen works on Easter Sunday. So guess what I get to do? I get to work on the track without feeling guilty. Because I was going to try to work on the track on Easter without getting yelled at. I was tiptoeing around it. And she goes like, well, I work all day. And I'm like, all right. So I'm going to be so far ahead, I hope. It's going to be great. Ben Seidlich, Josh Ryan. I'm sorry, Josh. You were the other mini truggy. And then Devin Nall. This was Devin's first time racing. I believe he took a transponder home. He was running the 2-wheel drive short course truck. And Mitch Savine wasn't out there. And then I threw in the 2 mod 4-wheel drives, Alex and Mitchell. And Alex got 2 laps up over Mitchell Pavel. So, and that's a race weekend. So there you go. We are officially almost halfway through April now, it feels like.
Yeah. Are Are we gonna take a pivot break?
Do we need to? I think we need to. We better. Yeah.
Yeah. So what's next? Pivot break and then internet questions, or
internet
do
questions,
we have
and then got to get out of here because it's gonna get dark, and I gotta ride my scooter home.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll be fun.
And now, a word from our sponsors.
This is a Pivot Lending Update with David Olson and Don Zoller. Get some.
Hi, this is David Olson with Pivot Lending Group, and today we want to talk about the Lock and Shop program that we brought back to you guys in May. And it's important today because interest rates are on the rise. The Fed is determined that they are going to potentially raise interest rates at least 2 to 3 times this coming year. And within the dynamics of our industry, we have some quantitative easing that's going to be pulled back. So currently, the Treasury has conservatorship over Fannie Mae, and they are purchasing in the mortgage world, mortgage-backed securities at a certain rate, a pretty fast rate. And that purchase program has really helped to create a market for mortgage-backed securities over the last probably decade, and has been one of the big catalysts for driving interest rates down. And it's been announced that not only are they looking to raise interest rates, they're looking to pull back on the purchasing of mortgages, which means that it will be more driven, rates will be driven by the private sector. And inevitably, that means the rate of return that a private investor is going to want over the government right now is going to be substantially higher. In addition to the quantitative easing being restricted or being pulled back, we also have inflation. And so inflation now, decade over decade, we're seeing inflation move out of that transitory conversation and actually hit the kitchen table economics as far as gas, bread, butter. And with inflation comes higher interest rates, higher returns on everything across the financial industry. So between the inflationary environment, the quantitative easing environment, and then the rates in conjunction with the inflation, we're going to be in a different world altogether as far as rates this time next year. So why am I talking about the Shop and Lock program? It allows you to lock in as we see rates moving up dramatically month over month this coming year and even into 2023. You're going to have the ability for $500 to come into our office, complete an application, get pre-approved, and then lock your interest rate, even without finding a home yet. And you'll have 60 days, so 2 months to find a home. Once you find a home, you have 30 days to close on that home. So for $500, we're going to basically give you 90 days to secure that interest rate. We guarantee that we'll close it within 30 days if you can guarantee you can find the home within 60 days. Once we close, or during that closing process, we will give you a lender credit for the $500. We'll take that $500 off of your closing costs so that it doesn't cost you anything out of pocket to lock that interest rate, use that program. If you do not find anything outside of that period, then there's the $500 charge. Now, that being said, some people are going to say, well, in this market, you can't find a house in 60 days. You'll be surprised how many houses, what the inventory starts to look like here over the next 12 months. With rates going up, the purchasing power is going to go down, and you're going to see people that are sliding outside of those debt ratio parameters or just not qualifying within a higher rate environment. And so there are going to be fewer buyers, and that's going to allow you more time to look at the inventory that's out there. So the positive of a higher rate environment and all the things we're talking about, as well as the Shop and Lock program, does benefit the folks out there that have been out of the market and unable to find anything or put cash down, be that cash buyer. So we're excited to see the opportunities will be growing for that sector of the consumer market here in 2022. So Shop and Lock program is fantastic for you guys. Let me know if I can help. Give me a call, 402-881-5951. Shoot me a text. Just make sure that you put your name on there and the best way to reach you, whether it's via text or email. And we'll talk to you guys soon.
David Olson, NMLS 16099. Don Zoller, NMLS 277589. Pivot Lending, NMLS 109995.
We return you now to your regularly scheduled program.
I got to get myself some Scotch-Brite. I got to get the purple stuff for tires.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
For what? Or why?
Just in case. Just in case we need slicks out there.
Okay. Is it purple or red?
I thought purple was the good one.
Oh, okay.
I may be
Are
wrong.
you going to get me some?
I can. It's cheap enough.
Yeah, get me some.
Just don't want to run out again.
Some.
That's what happened in the Masters of Dirt. Everybody ran out of Scotch-Brite and I had to use sandpaper, and it wasn't cap the tire.
Interesting.
Yeah. Going through the comments, Riley Filbert says the P2 is a good body to mess with too. I agree. I just don't like how it looks. that's my only thing. Just not my favorite body.
I ran it for a while. The F2 is the best for me. I like the F2.
Peter Renault's going to the Oshawa track again. I think that's where Tamaya Legends took some video with him in it. And dude, that dude just put up a video of his car collection. Man, he's got some money sitting in his apartment in all the shelves. That is insane. Those cars are worth a lot. He's got like a perfect Tamaya Falcon too. Like my Tamaya Falcon's clearly been used. He's got like a perfect one.
A car of mine isn't complete without the itchy and scratchy.
It's funny. Will, what is the black and white picture behind you? I think we've talked about that before. Isn't that you and your dad?
Which one?
Black and white one? No, not that one. The one above it. That one.
That's the Beatles picture that you bought me at a thrift shop. Yeah,
that's true. I forgot about that. I got him that for his birthday one year.
Yeah.
I found it at the Imaginarium. It was like $10. I was like, oh my gosh, this is a perfect present for Will.
Yeah, it was great. I put it up.
Nice.
I mean, I have that and like, oh God, no wonder my phone keeps dying. There's like this one that I got. It's like a record store, what is it? Like advertisement for the Live at the Hollywood Bowl album that was released in like the 70s after the Beatles broke up, but they didn't have the technology to filter the sound. It'd be like trying to listen to a band behind a jet airplane with as loud as the crowd was. That's the way George Martin described it.
Right.
So I have that, and like I have a whole bunch of like wings, like memorabilia stuck somewhere. Some original Hard Day's Night posters. Like all the stuff I have is originals.
I need to get some My Morning Jacket memorabilia now. Like I have a tattoo, but I need to buy those tickets to that show. I want to go. It's at Red Rocks. I just need to buck it up and go. Who cares? Who cares how I'm going to pay for it?
Yeah.
Steve RC was Will's debit card in the bathroom again. That was
in the bathroom.
That was actually Gooch's, not Will's.
Oh.
but Will's credit card was the one that got hacked. So what are you going to do?
Yeah.
That
was the last time I had to get a new card.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Filbert says the worst he's done is 5 in a room with 2 heavy snorers. Yep. I think there was a race in Chile I went to with, but it's going to be tough to remember these names. It was Kevin Lesack, me, Soapy, can't remember his name now. Gosh darn it. And then these 2 other dudes, a father and son, and I can't remember their name now either. Oh my gosh, I feel like such a butthole. And I think there was one more. And we freaked out because we the mattress had like blood stains on it.
Nice.
And we called the hotel to come up and look at it, and he's like, that is not blood. That is coffee. And we're like, dude, that's not coffee. That's clearly blood. He's like, no, it's cranberry juice. And you're like, nope, not that either. Totally blood. Anyways, I think I slept in the bathtub. Pretty sure.
Yeah.
That was rough.
There's that time at INS when there was like bed bugs everywhere.
Yeah. Don't tell my wife that.
Oh. there wasn't.
Yeah, she didn't listen anyways. What's the broken truck behind you, Will?
Oh, it's not broken.
I think it's just parts taken off of it.
I had to take the turnbuckles off of that truck to put it on my electric truck.
Yeah. So this is gas truck.
Because I didn't have time to get any for it yet.
Peter Renault says he saw the win for Alex. Way to go, AE. Steve RC says his RB10 drive shaft keeps popping out of the outdrive, and I wonder if it's. I need to look at it because it could be the spacing. It uses dog bones like the old B4.
Oh, you probably just have to put like some O-rings in the outdrives.
Well, but if it has too much droop, can it?
Yeah,
can it cause that.
It could be that. It could be a combination of things, but yeah, because that was always the thing you had to do on the B4 when you were in dog bones for outside, so you had more grip.
Yep.
Was to put those red O-rings in the outdrives for the diff. You keep them like pushed out, and I think you put 2 on the diff and 2 on the axle.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
All right, Brian's comment that he's been posting over and over and over again is, remember Cameron, he almost made it into the trash can 2 times. Emerson put this big jump that we were supposed to roll over, and we were hitting it really fast, and Cameron almost made it into the trash can on the outside of the racetrack. Member Bowie, member?
I remember.
With the 17.5 motor, the RB10 motor wires are exposed and keep coming off. Any ideas for the motor wires or the drive shaft?
You put heat shrink tubing around them.
Yeah. Plus, you
like, are they coming unplugged, like the bullet connectors?
I think they are.
Okay.
I would say we need to route them through the shock tower too. They're probably routed.
Yeah, you could do that. You could put like you could hardwire them, or you can just like flood solder into the bullet, and then it could just never come out.
That's true too.
But you have to put heat shrink tubing on it to insulate the wire.
Space Dog is on here. I love that name. Any of you all run tire balance putty in your wheels?
Yes.
I think Will does. I never have time. I don't really worry about it.
I do it in between rounds, like if I need something to do.
See?
Like it just like to take my mind off things. I use the J Concepts tire balancer.
Yeah.
I have that one, and then if you want, I don't know,
associated one too, but it's more expensive, isn't it?
No, I think the J Concepts one's more expensive, but here's the associated one. You just like here I can get I probably got a Buggy. Yeah, I got a Buggy tire. So you take and put the thing on there. And these ones aren't balanced because I just ground them to slicks. I think I tried them. I didn't run them, but usually like when I know what I'm doing with tires, then I balance them. But I just do that like in between rounds. And so you have the balancer, and it's this thing that rides on those bearings. And it's got this long set screw, and the bearings actually go all the way through that thing. You can see it kind of spin. So it's a double bearing, and then you put it on the tire, and actually you can flip it like that if you like, so that the outside's that way. And then this taper on this nut, when you run this set screw in here, or run it on this set screw, that taper goes on the inside of the wheel and locates it to center. And then you just hold it. This one's actually pretty balanced. Maybe that's why I didn't balance it. Oh, there it is. There it goes. So yeah, it's rotating back. And then you just like wad up a piece of clay or the putty, and you put it like right at that top spot, and then get it to where it goes like this. Like it takes that top spot and puts it onto the side. So
remember in the 2016 Nats, I think Cody Newmandahl's dad, Larry, he balanced. He was just sitting there balancing all the team associated tires.
Yeah. I ran a set through there.
Then he left the table for us too. That was nice.
Yep.
So there you go. Man, I probably wouldn't do it, honestly. I was gonna say I'd probably do it if I have time. I probably wouldn't.
Yeah. It's just something to do, and it also makes you look super factory when you're sitting in your pit balancing tires.
Yeah.
Like look at how dialed this guy is.
Walk by and they're like, "Oh my gosh, this guy's like super serious."
This guy's so good, he has time to balance tires. And then I'm in like the C main.
Some comments came through while we were trying to figure out your phone stuff. They're like, just do the pivot brake. Jackson was gone here telling how he did in the mains. We already talked about your mains. You're late.
Yep.
We kind of talked about Nut House is on here. We kind of already talked about the car, the new car.
That looks good. Look at that.
Yeah. My thoughts on the new car. I mean, it just for me, I like the body, but I like all the changes. I think obviously they're necessary changes if you're going to make a car better. I just don't need one right now. Maybe I'll get my mind changed later when I can afford it, but I just got that car. I don't feel like building another one yet.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I might do though? I might just ride this one out and then get the carpet car in the fall.
Maybe. I don't know. I would see. Who knows? I mean, the thing is it's like, you know, these updates on like a point series.
Mm-hmm.
This one's almost like a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I don't know if you.
They just didn't call it a B7.
Well,
I have a question.
Like, well, hold on. Like on the older like generations of cars, like here's the new one, but you know, when you're ready for a new car, then you just kind of get everything that we've been updating.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like the servo mount, you know, we're kind of doing the servo mount, shorter arm versus longer arm, you know, you kind of just, these are all add-on parts. You're just kind of getting everything in a kit versus having to buy all the stuff separately. So when you're ready for a new car, you get the new car and it's got all the stuff on it you would have just bought separately.
Yeah.
This is a little different with the shocks.
And the chassis.
The shocks
too,
and
right?
the chassis.
And the chassis.
Yeah.
It's own thing.
But the front arms are the same. And really, you know, if you think about it this way, there's like the front kick up and the bell cranks and a few other parts that, you know, you had to buy for the other one, or if you wanted them, you buy them.
Yeah.
Now it's all in the kit with a couple other updates. You know, it's kind of like, I could see it. You know, you're getting the newer front end and the rear end's still the same and you're getting some new shocks.
Maybe I'll do like what I did last year when I used was it last year when I used my Losi car or the year before that? I used my Losi car for like the first Summer Series race, and just didn't feel comfortable with it. So then I went back to the Associated. I mean, if I get my butt handed to me by everybody who's got the car, the new car, then I'll probably convince myself to get the new car.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll just do it that way.
Mm-hmm. You know? I have a feeling those big shocks at our track are going to be really nice.
Yeah.
Because our track gets pretty bumpy.
Yeah, I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Huff Stetler, another one of our Patreon members, Nick Nuthouse is too, from that previous question, but quite a few of us. He said quite a few of us were watching you guys get after it for the mod A main. I could hear him. That's kind of cool. We haven't had that in a little while. That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, like when I passed
hear everybody go,
you,
ooh.
everyone's like, ooh.
Last week when I passed you, there was some you know, it was kind of cool. We haven't had that in a while.
And the fan goes wild.
Yeah.
Yay.
Well, it's just because a lot of times the mod mains kind of last or second to last in the program, so not everybody's there either, you know.
Yeah.
But it's kind of cool to see everybody kind of hang out and watch.
Mm-hmm.
Rob the Mouth Millen says, "What's up, Alex? Mouth is in the house. Just graduated from the rookie class at Die Hard in Tacoma, Washington.
Nice,
everybody,
dude.
whoop whoop to 21.5. So they kind of got the same thing we got going. Then they got a rookie class, and then you move up to like an independent buggy class.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah.
Jake Wiggs is on here. Says, yo. Cody Mosier, is it Aurora approved to run more than one fan on a phone? It's pretty funny.
Oh, no, that's why I don't have any fans.
Connor House, this is a good question. Do you have enough ProTech shirts ordered so people can just buy them after the race? I have 100 shirts altogether. There's so hopefully, I don't know, the way things are looking, we probably will have some shirts left over. So who knows what sizes though, because I pretty much just guess on sizes and I'm always off by a little bit. So we usually have like something left over that's not very good.
Bunch of extra mediums, I'm sure.
Yeah. Ooh,
I guess to add to my tire balancing tutorial here.
Thing.
This is the other one that I use. This is probably the one that I use the most at the track, just because you don't have to use it with one hand holding it. But this is the J Concepts one, and it's like a stand.
Oh, it's the actual stand.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that
one
really
is more expensive.
Yeah, I like this one the most. They're both good, but I like this one just because you keep your hands free, and they both serve their purpose. Like if let's say I'm in a tiny pit and I don't want to go get that other one, I'd use that one.
Yeah.
Like my bags, like I gotta jump over like 20 guys to go get it, but this one's pretty cool. It sets up and holds everything real nice.
Okay, well, my phone's about to die. So
Why?
Or not my phone, but my computer. So I'm going to try to get through the rest of these really quick. Rob the Mouth Millen, once again, he says, Will and Alex are really cool dudes. That's why I watch the show. He says, Will is a badass.
Why?
You're a badass.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I try to be.
Yeah.
Where's Rob from? Is he from our track?
Tacoma, Washington.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
I want to get up there and race at Scott's track, but just never works out for me.
I appreciate the kind words. Thanks.
Steve RC says no kickstart tonight. I have kickstart. I'm saving it. I'm trying to drink just one a day at the moment, and I already used my one today. Might have snuck in a second one, but yeah.
Yeah, Alex is on the patches.
Yeah. Andrew Barrett says he loves the Beatles himself.
Thanks.
Have you watched the special on Disney Plus?
I have. I've seen the original Let It Be movie that was only offered on Laserdisc. That's why I have a Laserdisc player just because that was the only media platform that movie was ever released on.
Yeah.
So.
Almost done here. Jackson Anderson's. You kind of already touched on this, but he says, "What does balancing your tires do for your performance?"
Like I guess it helps with consistency, especially on like bumpy tracks. And I noticed my car accelerates a little easier. Like it feels in the track better. Like
if you've ever taken a ready to run car and driven it and tried to go straight, the tires are doing this. It doesn't go straight.
Yeah, like going down the straightaway, like your buggy is just planted.
Jake Wigg says going to try and do some dirt racing this year. Might come down for Sunday for practice. Well, that's good because Sundays are open and the track's usually pretty good. So, unfortunately, not this Sunday, and not next Sunday, but maybe a Sunday after that. All right, that's all the comments. We got to go because I got to go pick Emerson up and I'm going to ride my scooter. So I'm going to be riding in the dark, kind of. I'm going to go.
It's
somewhere.
like one of those gyroscopes.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna ride your scooty, huh?
I'm gonna ride my scooty. All right. Well, next week I'll be smack dab in the middle of a track build, so I'll be dirty and stinky, and maybe we'll try to make the show short. We'll see what turnout we get this weekend. I was trying to think of something cool to do on Saturday. I might come up with something and announce it tomorrow or something, just to make it fun. So.
Okay.
There you go. I think we're gonna raffle off one of our Nationals banners again. I've got like the 2016 and 2009 driver stand banners. I think we're going to raffle those off for the Dash for Cash ProTech stuff.
You should raffle off the Novak banner. That's a tough one. That was like our first big indoor race.
I like that banner. I'm going to take it down because there's going to be a TV there, but I don't know. I kind of want to keep that one.
It's nostalgic.
It is nostalgic. And it was expensive.
Was it?
Like 3 times as expensive as the backdrops we have.
Oh, really?
I got it done locally when I didn't know that MX Trophies did banners, and yeah, that Novak banner was like $600. So I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. All right. Ben Huffstutter, real quick, race schedule this weekend: Family Friday Off-Road and Saturday Speed Off-Road, and then big track build coming, crossover coming. We're gonna do a crossover. Be ready.
Okay.
Get those pads on.
I will.
Yeah. All right. Once again, this show brought to you by Pivot Lending Group. You can find them at pivotlending.com. Mention our show to Don Zoller or Aiden Nelson's dad and get 0.125 interest rate or $500 lender credit if you go through with a home loan or refinance. Got to get that in there. So, okay, guys. I'll see you later. I'll see you this weekend.
Yeah, I'll see you Saturday.
All right.